look at that. Open with care. Look at the packaging. Oh my god, you've got to unbox it. Open with Carol? No, open with caution. More like, look at her calligraphy. It's so special, isn't it? Drew is doing an unboxing. What is that, Drew? Oh, that's calligraphy. It's in her calligraphy. Did she wear a sock on her hand when she did that to avoid fingerprints? That's right. I can't believe you remember that. Now, I know you guys are excited for more. But before we delve into further discussion, if you haven't subscribed, come on guys, what are you waiting for? Hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell ASAP. So now honestly, you cannot make this stuff up. We are witnessing the slow motion car crash of a brand that never even really started. It has been well known that Meghan Markle was copying Flamingo Estate in great part for her own brand as ever. Or is it American Riviera Orchard this week? Who can keep up? But the latest unboxing fail is just the cherry on top of a very stale, overpriced cake. We have to talk about the fact that Meghan Markle's as ever product launch has just been mocked and roasted by the UK government. Yes, you heard me right. It wasn't just Twitter trolls. It was Have I Got News for You, the BBC's flagship satire show. They mercilessly mocked her. The Daily Mail is reporting it. Everyone is talking about it. They ridiculed her brand, they ridiculed her Netflix show, and then they moved on to ridiculing Prince Harry over the baloney scandal. It is a total free-for-all. When the BBC feels comfortable laughing at you openly, you know the protection racket is over. But let's get back to the product itself, because this is hilarious. Drew Barrymore, bless her heart, was trying to be supportive, I'm sure. But when you open a candle and there is no wick... Producer Kylie, are you seeing this? There's no wick. Am I crazy? Where is the thing that I light? This has to be a joke. No, I'm not even kidding. This isn't a stunt. There is literally nothing to light in here. It is a perfect metaphor for Meghan Markle's career. A pretty jar, expensive packaging, lots of hype, but absolutely no light. No warmth, no purpose. It's just a useless object taking up space. It seems very much like a one-sided pursuit, similar to a lot of other things we've seen with Meghan Markle, like that Balenciaga show where she wasn't invited but acted like the guest of honor. She was aggressively, persistently pushing to become an active partner with Flamingo Estate, and when they said, no thanks, we have standards, she just decided to clone them. She is hawking her marmalade, and her friend Oprah just put it on her favorite things list. Oh, sure, Oprah loves the marmalade. It's a favorite that came across totally organically, right? Just like the interview was organic. Give me a break. We are also sick of her desperate bids to make money, including this latest email pleading for everyone to continue to buy as ever products thanks to a 20% discount. A discount? Already? The brand hasn't even fully launched and it's on the clearance rack. This is not a life of service, Meghan. This is not changing the world. This is QVC without the charm. You are never going to fly in this industry. So maybe it's about time that you wake up. A few things sold out, allegedly. The honey and the apricot spread were sold out, but let's be real. That usually means they only made 50 jars to create false scarcity. The cookie and crepe mix? Still in stock. The dead flowers? Still in stock. The teas? Still in stock. I was refreshing the page, purely for research obviously, and it took hours, days even, for things to move. And let's talk about the packaging. Some of it feels profoundly cheap. There is one thing in particular where I'm like, wow, she really missed out on not doing this better. Even the cheap stuff I buy at the discount store has better branding. But Meghan went cheap and charged premium. It's the grift that keeps on grifting. And then, just when you thought the humiliation was complete, we have the Christmas special disaster. Meghan Markle honestly thought this Christmas special would rewrite her story. For months, she and her team whispered that this was her grand comeback. In her head, it was perfect. Warm lighting, soft laughter, cozy sweaters, that flawless image of herself as elegant yet down to earth. But when it finally premiered, or leaked, or whatever catastrophe happened, reality hit her like a snowstorm. What was supposed to feel like a season-long celebration landed with a thud. Instead of applause came confusion. Instead of sympathy, disbelief. People said it looked like a woman pretending to live a life that wasn't hers. Even Netflix executives, who thought a holiday theme was a safe bet, were stunned by how fast everything collapsed. The numbers weren't just low, the audience vanished halfway through. Within hours, Meghan's carefully built image slipped right through her fingers. Those heartwarming scenes? They felt icy. Moments meant to show family togetherness looked empty, staged, and painfully forced. Viewers kept asking the same cutting question. Who is she trying to fool? This wasn't the Meghan Markle Netflix paid millions for. The special opened with her strolling through a Christmas tree lot, bundled up, giggling, twirling, alone. The lot was empty. No families, no kids, not even Harry beside her. Just Meghan spinning in a void while the crew scrambled to catch the perfect shot. It didn't look joyful. It looked performed. Inside the house, the friends were the biggest tell. Viewers recognized them immediately. They weren't childhood pals. They were employees. Her stylist, her content creator, her household staff, all dressed in matching pajamas, laughing at every single thing Meghan said like their paychecks depended on it. Which, to be fair, they probably did. It didn't feel like a cozy girls' night. It felt like a hostage situation with better lighting. And then came Harry. Oh, Harry. The inserted older clips showed him not as a cheerful husband, but as a man who looked drained. His eyes said everything. Exhaustion, hesitation, zero spark. Netflix couldn't pretend they didn't notice. Nothing about it felt real. If there was one thing Meghan wanted to sell, it was family. But where were the kids? No sound of Archie giggling, no Lilibet frosting cookies, no chaos that every real parent knows. Their complete absence didn't feel protective, it felt strategic. And where were her relatives? No mom, no cousins, just Meghan and her paid entourage. And let's talk about that dress. She appeared in a sleeveless green dress. Elegant, sure, but identical to one worn by Emma Thin, the Marchioness of Bath, months earlier. Same cut, same shade, same silhouette. Viewers gasped. It didn't feel like an homage, it felt like imitation. Copying a woman who is younger, classier, and naturally stylish only magnified the contrast. One viral reviewer groaned. It's horrible. We're back in fake rented space mode. Why isn't she filming at home if she wants us to believe her? The setting made it worse. A cozy pajama gathering, everyone relaxed, except Meghan, overdressed, glass of champagne in hand, posing like she's at a gala while her friends are in onesies. The mismatch was brutal. She looked isolated inside her own performance. Netflix execs later admitted this was the moment they knew it wasn't working. They weren't filming authenticity, they were filming insecurity, and Harry's brief appearances? A disaster. Instead of a loving husband, he looked like a man fulfilling a contract. His eyes avoided hers. His smiles were tight. His whole posture screamed, I don't want to be here. Gossip sites whispered that Meghan was treating him like a child, reminding him what to eat, when to wipe his hands, even how much spice he could handle. It wasn't cute. It was uncomfortable. His thinning hair, once the subject of his own cruel jokes about William, became a full-circle karma moment under those bright studio lights. But the most unforgivable part? While Meghan was busy pretending everything was perfect on camera, baking cookies in a fake kitchen, her father, Thomas Markle, had just been rushed into intensive care. A serious operation, doctors fighting to stabilize him right before Christmas. And Meghan? Nowhere to be seen. Not at the hospital. Not even a phone call. That contrast. A daughter performing family values for Netflix while ignoring her dying father. Shattered whatever illusion was left. People said she's playing family on TV while ignoring the man who gave her one. It was brutal, and it stuck. Is she just waiting for him to pass so she can rewrite the story her way? It's a dark thought, but can you blame people for thinking it? The special stopped being entertainment and started looking like a desperate distraction. She'd hoped it would quietly boost her new lifestyle brand, but instead, it highlighted every crack in her empire. As Ever wasn't thriving, it was collapsing. Customers were returning items, influencers refused to feature it, retailers backed out. And when that Christmas special aired, it felt like watching her brand crumble in real time. Netflix allegedly panicked in the final minutes. They'd sat through nearly an hour of Meghan decorating alone and realized this show is tanking. So they insisted, get Harry on camera fast. They needed something to create buzz. He appeared awkwardly, like a last-minute prop dragged into frame to salvage a disaster. Industry insiders whispered, As Ever is one of the fastest celebrity brand collapses we've seen. That cuts deep. Meghan believed her name alone could sell anything, but now her name is toxic. Inside Netflix, the mood turned icy. Executives went pale when the viewership reports landed. Retention dropped off a cliff. Engagement flatlined. One insider said, "If this is her idea of being relatable, we're in trouble." Whispers spread that Netflix was quietly putting her future projects on pause. No public statement, just distance. The Hollywood way of saying, "We're done here." When Meghan found out, she reportedly panicked. This was supposed to be her resurrection. Instead, it became evidence that the world had simply moved on. Even royal commentators couldn't resist the punchline. Netflix just got the biggest turkey in its history. By the end, the Christmas special had turned into the ultimate mirror, showing Meghan every truth she tried to hide. The warmth gone, the family image fabricated, the brand crumbling, the marriage strained. Hollywood saw it too. She wasn't reinventing, she was running. Running from critics, from accountability, from the image cracking in real time. And that is the tragic irony, isn't it? Meghan had everything, the money, the fame, the platform, and yet she couldn't hold on to the one thing she needed most: trust. The special turned into a crystal clear reflection of her disconnect from reality. She wanted to show warmth, but it looked like control. She wanted family, but it looked like isolation. Even her smiles felt rehearsed. Behind the scenes, reports say she broke down when the executives called the numbers unrecoverable. She couldn't understand how the world that once adored her had turned indifferent. But we know why, don't we? Because you can't build a brand on a wickless candle. You can't build a reputation on dead flowers. And you certainly can't build a legacy on lies. As the Christmas lights fade and Netflix quietly pulls the plug, Meghan is left facing something she never thought she'd meet again: silence. No press frenzy, no royal drama to distract, just the hollow echo of what used to be her charm. For the first time in years, she wasn't trending for glamour, but for failure. Hollywood's doors that once opened easily now stay politely closed. The show didn't end her career, it revealed it had already ended. So, tell me, neighbors, did you watch the disaster? Did you spot the Emma Thin copycat dress? And what do you think about the wickless candle? Is it the perfect symbol for the Sussex brand or what? Let me know in the comments below. And if you stand with the real royals, William, Catherine, and the King, who know that duty comes before discount codes, smash that like button, subscribe for more truth bombs, and I'll see you over the fence next time. Ta-ta, and bye for now.